Hello everyone, I am Shine and you are watching Civil Engineering Tips channel. This is the 16th tutorial of Shear Wall Design in ETABS playlist. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about the third design method, which is general reinforcing method. Before we use this method, we need to define general pier sections. In general pier section, you will get an advanced rebar arrangement. You can use it to check the shear wall as like we used in uniform reinforcing. In this advanced design method, we're going to use section designer. So without further ado, let's dive into the main tutorial. These shear walls are to be designed by general reinforcing method. If we go to this display joint load assigns and we choose super dead and click on apply, then we will see some super dead loads are applied on these shear walls. At the same time, I have applied a lateral load which is seismic load and the load pattern name is EX, and if we click on apply, then we will see some values here. So these are the loads applied on these shear walls, and if we go to load combinations, then we will see on load combination that I have defined previously. Now if we go to shear wall design option and if we click on this arrow and go to view or revise preferences, then we will see that our design code 31808 is selected and our rebar materials are selected as 60 KSI. I'm clicking on OK. Again, we are going to shear wall design and clicking on this arrow and clicking on select design combinations option, and I am getting my load combination in the design combinations list and clicking on OK. If you want to use general reinforcing method, before you want to design it, you have to create a pier section with the help of section designer. It is an advanced arrangement of rebars that can be used to create a beautiful shear wall section very easily. For that, you have to go to this shear wall design option and click on this arrow and click on this second option, define general pier section, and click on add pier section. Our pier section name will be pier on, and directly we will click on this section designer option. This general reinforcing method is completely connected with pier section. Before you using this method, you have to define a pier section using section designer. This window is section designer, and in this window we can create any shear wall section with rebar arrangement within a second. This is a graph and this point is the origin. This is X direction, which denotes the width of the shear wall, and this is Y direction, which denotes the height of the shear wall. At first, we will create a concrete section first. For that, I am going to click on this draw option and go to concrete shape and click on rectangle option and click on this origin. Then ETABS will give you a random shape of concrete, but we have to modify it according to our shear wall. If I right click on this point, then a small window will pop up, and here the shape name is rectangle 1. I am making it just simply rectangle, and the material is 3500 psi, and the location of this concrete section will coincide to the origin. It means the centroid of this square will coincide with the origin of the grid system. Now let's come to the geometry, which is very important. I already said that height of the shear wall works with the Y direction. So I'm inputting here the thickness of the shear wall as 10 inch and width works with the X direction, and it is the length of the shear wall, and the length of the shear wall is 18 feet. So I'm typing here 18 multiplied by 12 to convert it into inch and pressing enter. And here the reinforcing option will be no, because we can create another shape for reinforcement and replace that inside the concrete shape. For that, I am choosing the reinforcing option as no and clicking on OK option. Let's zoom less little bit, and we're getting our shear wall section, which is for concrete. Now we will create a section for reverse. For that we have to go to this draw option again, and we will hold the cursor on reverse shape, and I will choose the rectangle bar option and just click somewhere randomly. We can replace it in this location as boundary element first, but before doing that we have to modify this reverse shape. For that I am just right clicking on this point, and the shape name is rectangular bar 1. I am making it rectangle bar, and the location of this shape has to be in this location. For that I have to know the coordinates of this point. I know that the length of the boundary element is 18 inch, so the location will be, let's calculate that first. The total length of the wall is 216 inch, and 216 by 2 is equal to 108, minus the boundary element length is 18 inch, so I have to deduct the half of the boundary element, which will be 9, and I'm deducting the clear cover as 1.5, then pressing enter, and I'm getting the value as 97.5, but I have to make it negative as it is on the left side. And the location of the y coordinate, it will be 5 inch from the origin on the upward direction. So after inputting 5, I'm pressing enter. Now let's come to the geometry. The height of the boundary element will be 10 inch thickness minus 1.5 clear cover minus 1.5 clear cover, and pressing enter. And the width of the boundary element will be 18 inch length minus 1 time clear cover, then pressing enter. Now let's choose the rebars. As tie bars I am choosing 10 millimeter dia rebar, which is 3 number bar. As corner bar I am going to choose as 16 mm bar, which is bar 5. So let's make all of them as bar 5. We can modify this reverse again. For now let's click on OK. Unfortunately I did some mistake in the locations, that's why it didn't come inside the concrete shape. Let's zoom it a little bit. And right click on this point and correct the location. The Y center, it will not go up, it will be in the central line, so it will be 0. That's why it didn't came inside the concrete shape. I'm clicking on OK, and now our boundary element is drawn correctly. And I'm going to correct these edge bars, so I'm right clicking on these bars and choosing these bars as bar 5, and I will check this box as apply to all edges and clicking on OK. So our left side boundary element has been drawn successfully. Now I'm going to draw boundary element for the right side. We can draw it again, but we don't have to draw that. We can replicate it and mirror it to the right side. For that I will just select this small portion and go to edit and go to replicate and click on mirror option and choose the general line, and our mirror line will be 0 0 point, and another point it will be 0, and we can make it just a random point as 2 or 1 or anything. Then I will click on OK. So we got boundary element for the right side. Now I'm going to create rebar arrangements for the mid zone. For that I have to click on this draw option and hold the cursor on rebar shape, and I will choose rectangular bar again, and I will randomly click on this point and give a right click. Now let's choose the location, and the location will be at the center point of the origin, so the both of the value will be 0, and the geometry it will be 10 inch thick shear wall, and the width it will be, the total length of the shear wall is 216 minus 18 inch boundary element minus 18 inch boundary element minus 2 inch spacing minus 2 inch spacing. Then press enter, and in the mid zone I'm going to use less reinforcement as 10 mm bar, which is bar 3. I'm changing them to bar 3. Then let's click on OK. Unfortunately, I forgot to deduct the clear cover for these two sides. That's why the rivers are not arranged in a proper way. Let's give a right click on this point and let's deduct the clear cover from this height, 1.5 minus 1.5. Then press enter. Now let's click on OK. We got our rivers in the mid zone. Let's zoom it little bit and edit the rivers of edge. I'm giving a right click on these bars, choosing them as bar number 3 and giving the spacing as 6 inch, and let's click on apply to all edges and click on OK. Now let's zoom less little bit. So we got our shear wall section using pier section option, and we took help of section designer. Now we will click on this OK option. Again, we will click on this OK option and we will click on this OK option again. So we got our defined pier section. Now I will go for run analysis. Now let's select all the shear walls and go to Shear Wall Design and click on this arrow and click on Assign Pier Section option and go to General Reinforcing. If you are checking the shear wall, then you have to choose Reinforcement to be checked, and then you have to use this pier 1 that I have already defined in pier section option using section designer. But if you don't want to check the shear wall, if you want to design that, if you want to get the required reinforcement by ETABS, then you have to choose Reinforcement to be designed and click on OK and go to Start Design or Check option. Then ETABS will provide you the required reinforcement and you can extract this reinforcement and use it. But there is another option to check it. So when you are checking the reinforcement, then you have to use this reinforcement in the section designer, or you can create the pier section with the help of your experience and click on this arrow and go to Assign Pier Sections and click on General Reinforcing and choose these two options as pier 1 for bottom to top and check this Reinforcement to be checked option and click on OK. When you are choosing the option Reinforcement to be checked, then ETABS will not design it. ETABS will check the reinforcement, either the provided reinforcement in pier section is sufficient or not. For that, I have to go to this Start Design or Check, and then we will go to Display Design Info and click on this pier demand capacity ratio. And here we can see that our demand capacity ratio, here it is 1.839, which is greater than 1. So we have to increase the reinforcement in the pier section, then it will be okay. So let's go to this option and click on Define General Pier Sections and click on Modify or Show Pier Section and click on Section Designer. And let's zoom it little bit in the boundary element, and I'm going to increase the diameter of the river and it will increase the reinforcement. I am giving a right click on here and choosing the river number as 6, which is 20 millimeter bar, and clicking on Apply to All Edges. Now we will increase the diameter of the edge bars of the boundary element. I'm just giving a right click in here and changing it to bar 6 and clicking on Apply to All Edges and clicking on OK. Similarly, on the right side, the diameter of the bar will be increased. Let's go to that location. I'm giving a right click on these corner bars and changing it to bar 6 as 20 millimeter bar and clicking on Apply to All Corners and clicking on OK. Now let's give a right click on the edge bars and changing them to bar 6 and clicking on apply to edges and click on OK. Now let's change the diameter of the rebar of mid zone. I'm just giving a right click in here and change them to bar 4 as 12 mm bar and click on apply to all edges and click on OK. And corner bars 2, let's give a right click and change that to bar 4 and click on apply to all corners and click on OK and click on OK option. So the reinforcement of the pier section has been increased. Now we will observe the result. Now let's go for start design or check and go for display design info and get the pier demand capacity ratio. Now here the demand capacity ratio is 1.213. So we have to increase the reinforcement little bit more, then it will be below 1 and it will be okay. For that we have to go to the define general pier sections again and we will click on modify or show pier section and go to section designer. Let's increase the diameter of the rebar of the mid zone, or we can do another thing, that is we can decrease the spacing and the reinforcement value will be increased. So just give a right click in here and here the maximum bar spacing is 6 inch. I'm changing it to 5 and clicking on apply to all edges and click on OK. So our reinforcement has been increased again and now we will get the result. So let's go to design and go to display design info and click on apply, and here it is 1.106. So we have to increase the reinforcement again. So let's go in there again and increase that. So now here the demand capacity ratio is 0.982, which is less than on, and our input reinforcement in the section designer is acceptable. We can use it in the detailing. Let's calculate the total reinforcement that we have input in the section designer and the value is 25.44. Let's click on OK. And now I'm not gonna check the reinforcement. I am going to design the shear wall. For that I will choose reinforcement to be designed option and let's go to shear wall design option and I'm clicking on here. And here the pier longitudinal reinforcement is 27.3691 and we import the reinforcement in section designer is 25 inches square. They are almost same. If I give a right click and we will get a design report and we will choose fit with option and here we will get the detailed design information here. So here we can see the longitudinal reinforcement of the shear wall. You can extract it manually and detail it to your structural drawing. And the shear reinforcement here is 0.3 inches square per feet, and here the boundary element length is 11.34 as the compressive stress is greater than the stress limit. Again here we need the boundary element and the length of the boundary element is almost 12 inch. So this is how we design a shear wall using general reinforcing method using section designer, and in this method we have to define a pier section before we go to design, and pier section option is related to this third design method which is general reinforcing method, and in this method we can create our own shear wall section with rebars using section designer. Before you create your shear wall section in section designer, you have to get the idea of reinforcement. For that you can go for design the reinforcement, not for check initially, then get the reinforcement and get the idea, and using that provided reinforcement you can create your shear wall section in section designer, then check the demand capacity ratio. So this is all for today, and this is all about general reinforcing method. In next tutorial we are going to design spandrels. Till then, stay happy, stay safe. See you in the next tutorial.